welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to start a new series, the What Is series. And our first one is going to be, what is a function? So you've heard the term function at school, at university, and sometimes it's not entirely clear what it is your lecturer or your teacher is talking about. So let's have a look. Let's try and break it down as simply as we can. So a function I like to think of as almost like a mathematical number grinder. A function would be, say you have a value 1, a number 1. You want to do something to that number in order to get another value. So say you want to get 2 at the end. So what must you do to 1 in order to get 2? You add another 1. So you would add a 1. What would you do to the number 2 in order to get 3? You'd add a number 1. So that means that in general, if you add any unknown number, say x, because they always use x in algebra, and you want to get x plus 1, you would just add the 1. Now this piece here would be the function. This is your input. That is the input. And that is the output. Right? And this is your number grinder. So say you have something different. Let's look at a different type of function. We have some value, again, let's say x, and you can apply the sine function to x. What do you get out on the other end? You get sine of x out. So your function in this case is going to be the sine. And the way we'd write it is to say that if this is your input, x is your input, and sine x is your output, then your output is equal to sine of whatever you input. And if you write it in functional notation, you would say that the output, or in notation that's more familiar to you, let's start there, right? Notation that's more familiar to you. You always say that your output value is y, and all your input values are x. And in functional notation, that would be your function f acting on x. So in this case, your function is sine and it is acting on x. I hope that made functions a little bit more understandable to you. I'll see you next time.